We can and must change all our open source software licenses to non-trainable data. August 2025. Just before the launch of GPT-5, Sam Altman, the everything of OpenAI, tweeted this: a picture of Death Star. If you are aware about Star Wars, you know what is the meaning of a Death Star. It's a planet destroyer. Now, as a software developer working in this field for more than 2 decades, I know that technological advancements are inevitable. It is happening, it has happened, and it will continue to happen in the future. But this was first time I felt something is not okay. Something doesn't seems right. Why Death Star? Because Death Star is not created for creation of anything. It was created for destruction. Submit to the emperor or your planet will be destroyed. Was that the intention? I'm not saying that this was the intention, but you know, many a times it's in human nature to, speak out their intention either directly or indirectly, willingly or unwillingly. Still not saying that this was the intention, but looking at the things that are happening today where software engineering jobs are going to taken over by AI, this is what seems to be the case. If you consider what is the biggest obstacle for AI to take over everything and start building everything the way they want, it's millions of developers. And it seems they are not against AI, they just happen to be on the way of AI. And the way things are happening today, it looks like that maybe this was the intention all along. And this is happening while we speak. Think about Cloud A. The odds are oddly favored in this direction where the AI, a machine which generates tokens by considering the probability, is pretty much have all the permutation and combination available to them because it has learned from the work of millions of software developers around the world. But this is a one-way communication. I have taken knowledge from you, the knowledge is transferred, and there is no need of you. Now, think this as compared to Google Maps. When I am using Google Maps, I know my location, my speed, and everything is being transferred to Google Maps, but what I get in return is the traffic information. That's why I'm not asking something in return of my data because I'm getting things in return and it's a two-way communication. Unfortunately, these learnings is one-way communication. But as a human, I still have my cognitive abilities, which is far, far, far better than any AI model out there. I can still create things, but I am scared of putting those things in open source. Many of the software developers are also scared of because those things will be used for training and then your creativity has no meaning. We love to be creative, we love to give that as an open source, but should be recognized for our creativity. And if that doesn't happen, the age of open source as we know it is gonna end. And I, as a software developer, I am worried about it. I was contemplating what can be done. Is there anything we can do? Let me be honest, I don't think there is anything we can do which can oddly reverse or impact the things which are happening right now. But there is one thing we can do. We can and must change all our open source software licenses to non-trainable data. If you look into my GitHub repository, I have changed all the licenses. It is still open source, but added non-trainable in this, which means the source code and the data cannot be used for training any large language models or machine learning models, including derivative work. MIT license, non-trainable. Apache license, non-trainable. GNU public license, non-trainable. Mozilla license, non-trainable. So all the open source licenses will be there. but I have added non-trainable in that. And I'll humbly request all the software developers who have created their open source code or are in a process of creating that and putting that on GitHub, please add non-trainable clause in your licenses. Now, many of you might say that the people behind these models, they don't give a damn on your license. They are going to use it for training anyway. Of course, they can, and in all probability, they might well do it. But I recently watched a movie, and one dialogue in that movie just grabbed my attention. And the dialogue says that the most beautiful habit of time is that it changes. And when the time change, when the responsibility and accountability of the using open source for training comes into picture at that point of time, maybe maybe these licenses will help us to help people accountable for training their data in a one-way communication channel. I'm creating open source to learn and help people learn, create a community, create a set of people who can think rationally and critically about something. I'm not creating open source for some training model. And my licenses reflect that it has to be a movement across all the developer community to change their licenses as non-trainable. And then let's see how it goes. This is my way of striking back against the emperors which have the Death Star in front of them. I am taking this initiative. Please apply your own rational mind to decide one way or other. I do hope and believe that as a developer, at least thinking about this matters the most for us as of today. Thank you all. Thanks for watching. We will meet again. Until the next time we meet, good day, goodbye. You take care.